Hi there. Maslenitsa is one of the oldest Slavic holidays. It comes right before Lent, and traditionally it's the last week when you can eat dairy and eggs. So people in Russia cook blini, which symbolize the sun, round, golden, and warm, because usually the sun starts to shine brighter during this time. So blini became the symbol of this week. And no, they're not like American pancakes. Those are different. And they're not like blinchiki, because blinchiki are thin and blini are thick, fermented. They rise and they breathe. For 6 portions, you'll need 400 grams of flour, 600 milliliters of milk. It's 3.2% of fat in Russia. 4 eggs, 25 grams of fresh yeast or 12 grams of dry yeast, 60 grams of butter, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and salt. I guess a pinch of salt. First, dissolve the yeast with a half a glass of warm milk, 35 to 38 degrees, with a pinch of sugar. And if a Russian recipe says half a glass, that's not the same as an American cup, because in Russia, a glass usually means that classic faceted glass, 200 milliliters to the rim and 250 milliliters if you fill it all the way up. But in the US, a cup is usually a fixed measurement, about 240 milliliters. So no, they're not like twins. They are more like distant cousins. And in baking, that 30 to 40 milliliter difference can absolutely change the texture. So next time you translate a recipe, check your cup. So half a glass is about 100 milliliters. The milk should be warm. I said 100 milliliters and I just poured a bit more. Okay. So with that fresh yeast and a pinch of sugar. So let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And you should see bubbles on the surface, because if you don't, then that means something went wrong. Yeast should be more active than people on a Monday morning. Okay, so let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Let's wait. You should see the bubbles right now. And it means that it's working and it's very satisfying. This is a very important step. So in a large bowl like this, mix 300 milliliters of milk. I'm using less because I poured more a bit earlier. So 3 milliliters of milk, the yeast mixture, and half of the flour. Half of the flour is about 200 grams. I'm a great cook. So everything will be fine, I assure you. So cover it. Cover it and leave it in a warm place for 30 to 50 minutes. This is the first rise, and this is the moment when people usually realize that these are not, or what am I doing? These are not quick pancakes. So you have to let it rise for about 30 to 50 minutes in a warm place. So we place it in a warm place. We place it in a warm place for 30 to 50 minutes. I'm doing this here because here we have a radiator, so it's very warm here. So 50 minutes after, we are going to check our apara. Look at that. It's beautiful. And here's something fun. In Russian, blin is not only food, it's also a very mild swear word. So if something goes wrong, Russians don't always say something strong. They use blin. Blin, I said blin. They use blin, which technically means pancake. But it's a very mild swear word. So if something goes wrong, you can say blin, meaning, oh, god damn, why is this happening, etc. So if you are frustrated, then you can use blin as a swear word. It's also a substitute for another word that also starts with b, but we won't go there today. So in Russia, we complained using food. I think that says a lot about us. Okay, our sponge, we call it apara, has risen. Now melt the butter and let it cool slightly. I've already done that. Then separate the eggs. I've already done that too. And you should mix the yolks with the remaining sugar. So mixing, mixing, mixing. And now we'll add our melted butter. One. Okay, our yolks. Two. The remaining milk. Three. And the remaining flour. And the rest of our salt. Okay. So mix again. Okay, it's ready. It's not perfect, but it is as it is. I like it. It's okay. It tastes fun. And it tastes okay and good. So cover it and again put it in a warm place and it should rise for another hour. Okay, 60 minutes later. We have our batter, but it's not ready yet because we have to beat our egg whites. They were in the fridge, so they are very, very cold. And to beat them into fluffy peaks, I'll be using my favorite Soviet mixer, which is, you won't believe it, 36 years old, and it still works just fine. So let's beat our egg whites. Yes. Now fold the egg whites into the batter very slowly in small portions from bottom to top. That's what gives this batter its light texture, though our blini are thick, but they will have this very light texture inside, very airy. And our batter is ready. And I have a hair in my mouth, okay? Heat a well-greased pan, ideally cast iron, but I don't have it. I have this IKEA one that looks very scary, but it's not so bad as it looks. I have butter. I have my batter. I have sunflower oil. And I have a ladle. So what else do you need to make pancakes? It's not pancakes, it's blini. Okay, да. So it's сковорода and масло, подсолнечное масло, тесто, половник, масло. This and this, it's масло in Russian. Это сливочное масло, а это подсолнечное масло. So we heat our pan. For the batter, don't spread it thin. Spread it thick. It should stay thick. And you'll see bubbles forming on top, and that will be your signal to flip. Okay, you can check how it looks on the other side. It's not ready yet. Easier to use, and we flip, to use one pan. So now it's ready. See? Okay, and we use butter. And почему butter? And I'm using the butter to do what?
To butter it.
To butter it. Okay, so and I'm using the butter because it will be soft. I mean, the blin will be soft and very delicious. Very delicious. Oh my God. Okay. Then again, I'm using the sunflower oil. I know some people will be against it and they will be like, hey, it's not healthy and etc., etc. But once in your life, once a year, you can do that. You can eat this much oil in your blini. So, because it's delicious if you use oil again on your pan. And don't be afraid to mess it up. I'm using careful language here. Because anything you do will be fine. Мне так хочется попробовать. Sometimes they say that первый блин комом. But it's not about блины, but it's not about the blin itself. Первый блин комом means that you do something for the first time and you fail and something goes south or, well, not as you planned it and it's bad. But it means that you will learn on your mistakes, right? And today our first blin is not common. Today our first blin is actually okay. Okay, our blины готовы, they're ready, and we are going to eat them now. Traditionally, we eat our blini with butter, sour cream, jam, honey, what else? Salmon, and of course, caviar, and no maple syrup. I know because I've seen things. No. So they are very rich, very airy. They are thick, because if your blin is flat and sad, it's not blin. It's a mistake. They are very thick and they taste completely different from anything called pancakes. For me, Maslenitsa is not about cooking something complicated. It's about taking time and letting things rise properly and not rushing. Because if you rush, everything collapses. And if you wait, everything rises. And if something burns, blin.